What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another great episode of Shit Talking Time with your boy Grubbs, not me. Who else? If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do. Please make sure you smash the shit out of that like button. And let's get right into it. You already know what time it is. We're here to talk about this Diddy documentary. I done waited my time out. I was ready to come, put something together at the second one. But I wanted to see, the backlash, shit like that, who comes forward, who says, because I know one thing about when it comes to famous people and publicists, there's always somebody gonna come and contest the documentary. So I just wanted to see who had came out and, said, "Oh, this is bullshit, or this isn't this, and this isn't that." So I had to wait. Um, First and foremost, I mean, it was a pretty good documentary. I mean, I can't lie. I watched it nonstop. I actually had to take a break because I found it like late at night. So I watched like two episodes. One sitting up all night watching Diddy. So I watched the rest of it, the other two episodes the next day. And then I watched it again straight through to see anything that I missed before I passed my judgment or whatever. Outside of that, I'm still gonna keep the same opinion that I kept when he was on trial. The nigga just a sick individual. Um, Disgusting person. Now we just know that his mind is really just as disgusting as he is. That's it. I don't know why people feel that way. It's kind of fucked up because I know a lot of famous people feel that way. Of course, it's him, so it's gonna be publicized. We've been new motherfuckers. I remember Jamie Foxx ain't want to shake hands with niggas and shit like that, but it's Diddy, and he said it. Um, how many motherfuckers then put my arms around this famous niggas to take pictures and they fuck you doing? Like, stop. So it's like I said, a lot of this stuff to me, to sum it up in a nutshell, it's a bunch of stuff that I knew already. Minus maybe like two or three things. Um, Mixed in with a whole pot of disgruntled employees. A whole pot of people who didn't get paid correctly, or people who he reached or asked for help at one point in time and he didn't supply it. So now they gonna go jump on that to get that back. And some of the times, like I tell people, the only reason why it's catching so much traction is because it's 50 Cent. If any other, they already had one on Tubi. I mean, it did pretty well, but it didn't do this. That's why I tell people it's what goes to it. Now, me in life, I got people out here in the world that I mean, I hate, but I would never narrate a documentary, airing out their dirty laundry. That's not my thing. Even if it did have a price tag tied to it. That's why I kind of somewhat agree with Dame Dash saying that it's a hidden motive behind this. Um, I don't normally go by hearsay. I mean, I know one, he had his last baby mom with him. Then I heard he had his first baby mom too. Um, so I mean, it's motive. I mean, this whole court fifth is motive. It's a lot of motive. Now everybody kept trying to bundle around. Oh, he tried to take me shopping. All right, yeah, that shit was funny for like the last 10 years, but he probably offered to take a lot of niggas shopping. Some niggas took out the opportunity and went shopping with him. Probably a lot of them didn't. You ain't the only one that didn't, bro. So I can't see you being this tight because a man tried to take you shopping. So if Yayo buy you a belt, are you tight about that? If Murder grab you a jacket, he see, oh, this fifth style. Is you upset about that? I'm just saying, bro, we too old for this shit, bro. But they know that the internet is making our brains mush and giving us a child mentality, and they play on this shit, bro. But I'm not one of them. And I'm fans of 50 Cent, of course, but I mean, I ain't a fan of that shit because it's like, okay, I understand what it was doing because it took me the second watch to understand that because in my eyes, I'm thinking that he on some tight time where it's going to be a different narrative. Like, no, he got locked up for this, but this is the real him. I didn't think it was going to be he got locked up for this, but this is how this nigga really get down. He really liked it. Another thing too, like I said, a lot of the people on the show was a little shaky to me. Even a prostitute boy, I remember he was on another platform claiming that, Cassandra was the only one that was ordering him. She found him, shit like that. He did kind of say something along that lines. But to me, it sounds like it was some old swinger shit. Just saying, I mean, it is what it is. But then by the end of the series, I understood what 50 Cent was trying to get across. Yes, I was one of the people in the beginning, like, damn, why Cassie ain't getting charged? Why Cassie ain't getting charged? And I had to understand, and them jurors is probably moms, grandmoms, aunts, uncles, shit like that. So a lot of them looking like, oh, this pussy turned her out. So yeah, she might have did boop, 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 but that's because that's the life that she was introduced to. She come from a small town, and then all of a sudden, you hanging around with superstars. You wearing the best of the best clothes. You doing the best of the best drugs. You drink the best of the best alcohol. You are going to end up in that lifestyle. It's just how things go. Now, some people, as we see throughout the years, adapt to it. Some of them don't, and they end up in a place where they end up. To me, it seemed like she enjoyed it. Only until my man turned into Joe Jackson, and that's when it went bad. But the other side of the people who came out to speak for him, a lot of them said that she was very happy. I know people do fall in love with their attackers, whatever, but I don't really think this is it. I really don't. I don't feel it. Because even though she was introduced to it, I mean, for me, myself, it's your life. She had her own money. She made her own music. She was doing her own thing. She could have kind of got away from him a long time ago. But if you enjoy what y'all do, why would I go anywhere? So that's that one, you know, for me. And I'm not gonna sit here and say like she was Justin Bieber or one of the motherfuckers who came around 14 years old and was groomed and groomed and groomed. If I'm correct, she came around of age, 18 years of age. See what I'm saying? And then like niggas was saying he wasn't fiddling with her in the beginning for quite some time. I mean, I think they said she got like 1 or 2 years where he just was really treating her like an artist. So I mean, it wasn't like it's just a lot, you know. It's a lot. And like I tell people, was it a situation where I was going to treat this one like an artist, but she came to me and I'm Diddy. I ain't gonna turn that shit down, and that's how it went. We do not know. Like I tell people, I'm here. I'm always gonna play devil's advocate because it's always one. It's two sides, and then when it's dealing with famous people, it's three sides. Their side, each person's side, and then the truth. Because everything with them ain't eating out of their mouth. Um, as far as the footage, I mean, people can start calling 50 Cent. No, he's not a rat. He's not dry snitching. Anything that was done in that footage, that case is closed. They can't open up and recharge him. It's closed. He guilty, sentence. That's it. And if anybody's smart enough to fucking know, there's no double jeopardy. It's nothing they can do to him. The only thing that this documentary did was damage his credibility. So when he come home, them fans ain't gonna be waiting out there for him. Ain't nobody gonna be booking him to come on no talk shows and talk about what he did. He gonna be on podcasts. Any nigga that's dumb enough to take him because honestly they gonna shadow you out if you fuck do anything with him. There's gonna be people. He can go join back 100 camp and West Coast niggas. They'll take him, man. But what that documentary do is gonna make it hard because now it's like you turning motherfucking Samsung and letting the world know that all this time Samsung was selling Memorex TVs. They just was putting Samsung stickers on them. See what I'm saying? You ain't gonna never go buy a Samsung TV again. They've been robbing us. Them Magnavox joints cheap as shit. They're saying they just putting stickers over stickers. That's what it's like in the retail world. But no, bro, because people really liked it. I mean, rock with the nigga. The parts that I like I said, I would like a little more information on that Biggie funeral thing, because I ain't gonna lie, that's what had me in here snapping. That pussy made Biggie pay for his own funeral. Fuck that nigga. I'll fuck Puff Bobby Z. But then that's when somebody else on the internet said that his estate reached out and said that was not true. So it's a lot of shaky, shaky. And then that's when I started looking at it with the, disgruntled thing. Um, Bringing up the shit with the basketball game. It was an unfortunate, tragic situation. People lost their lives back in the '90s. Anything that's been punished or done been done from that. So I never really see the point of it. Um, as far as trying to intertwine the Quad Studio shit with him, that didn't make sense neither. Even showing the Biggie footage, that didn't make sense neither. Yes, it was good producing because a lot of people love to see some never seen footage before from that. But at the end of the day, it's still irrelevant. People watch the other documentaries. People watch how Biggie Mom paid out of his estate money to continue the investigation, paid the feds, private investigators. Come on, bro. Ain't nobody say that shit came back to that man. Now that Pac shit, Pac shit rolled back on his step. But I never in my life heard anything about him killing Big. It's like, why would you kill your meal ticket? Not saying, oh, he knew he was going to be, did he work for all this money? No, he didn't think that. Why would you kill off your meal ticket? Every artist on that label had a direct connect with Biggie Smalls. Even if they was signed a Bad Boy, pay attention. Every artist loved him. That was the balance of the label. So why would he make that dumbass mistake? No, it wasn't. Biggie was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. All that shit with, oh, he made him go, this and that. I'm not gonna believe that because, okay, I'm gonna believe he did, but I'm gonna say the same thing I said at the age of 16. His ego killed Biggie. Not gonna say he killed Biggie, his ego. Why I say his ego? Whatever happened to happen. He feeling himself so far, he got away with it. Then he got the protection of another gang out there, which was the oppositions to them. He felt comfortable. But the thing why I'm gonna say that night, and this is where his like me fucking with Puff always took a hit. It's all the people like that he risked that night, along with one of the biggest stars in hip hop at that time. Your security, all the other artists that went out there with y'all. It's a lot of motherfuckers went. See what I'm saying? Every one of them, they seen Mace riding around Stevie J during that. They could have popped this goofy ass, both of them. He put a lot of people in danger with his ego. So for that reason, that's why I'm gonna leave it at that. Puff Daddy's ego killed Biggie. I'm gonna give Biggie 10% in that because Biggie should have stood up and said, "No, I don't feel comfortable. I'm not going." So the other 90 that go to him. As far as all, like I said, back to the Quad Studio situation, I've seen two other documentaries before present day, and none of them said anything to do with Diddy. I seen one of y'all go check it out on Hulu. I can't remember the name of it. It's a bunch of old street niggas, Bemmy, Waka Flocka, Uncle, the boy Haitian Jack. They be putting a lot of shit on. They had a documentary, Bangum Smurf. There's a couple motherfuckers on there. But Haitian Jack actually talk about the situation with Tupac. And it wasn't what it was. And then some people come out, and then later on, Jimmy Henchman. Go check that out. Jimmy Henchman, when he told whatever he told, that was one of the stories that they wanted him to fulfill, that did not get the lethal injection. So Jimmy Henchman told them Pac was supposed to do a song with an artist that was his artist. Whatever happened, happened. Pac didn't do the song. Jimmy Henchman sent them niggas to go fuck Pac over. The part where Jimmy Henchman was smart at, he contracted a nigga that was tied to Haitian Jack. But it wasn't Haitian Jack's son. Haitian Jack didn't even know what the nigga was doing. Jimmy Henchman outsourced one of Haitian Jack folks to go do the hit. That's why it came back and Pac saying Haitian Jack, because he probably noticed the nigga around Haitian Jack. Jimmy Henchman was smart as shit. It's the rope dope. Good play, good play. But at the end of the day, it all came to wash. And Jimmy Henchman put it together. So why would y'all even put that in a documentary? Or y'all just trying to make that look like some more carnage that happened around that man? Because I seen that narrative too. Oh, the Heavy D basketball game. Wasn't nobody there to see Puff, nigga. So it was his fault because he set the venue up and didn't hire enough security. Who the fuck was there to see Puff? Nobody. If when Astro World happened, was that motherfucking a promoter fault? Or did that shit all fall on Travis Scott? Stop playing, y'all. We ain't doing all that. He probably sued the company that put the stage together, but it don't matter. In the public eye, this was Travis Scott's tragedy. Back in them days, I'm 43 years old, my nigga. I remember the news. It was not Puff Daddy's tragedy. It was something happened at a celebrity basketball game. And Heavy D face was all over the fucking news. So stop. Just like the one or two clips they got, man, whatever, man. Like I tell people, Puff was a brilliant strategist. He seen a way. He knew he wasn't gonna get no backlash from that because it wasn't his event. He was just an employee. It wasn't gonna come back on him, but he took that hit to get him out there. Smart. It's a clever strategy. As far as cases disappear, I don't know. Another thing that I'm not gonna leave alone, that Sean shit, because see, like a lot of times, right? Even now, Sean didn't realize that Puff hired answer to a higher power. And Sean, I really hope he don't naturally think that Puff did that to him. But the powers that be that control Puff was not going to let him go to jail for shooting no club, my nigga. I don't know why you would think that he would, because who was going to run Bad Boy Records, or who was going to continue, the agenda with him gone? So that's how he was able to be unscathed. That man answers to a higher power. I ain't gonna bring that word back in effect. I ain't heard it in almost 5 years, so I'm gonna leave it alone. But I'm gonna just say he answers to a higher power of a cabinet of powerful people. I will use another different word, a cabal. Um, why do I believe things like that? Because y'all just seen it in cold niggas. They got gun cases thrown out. Motherfuckers then shot at motherfuckers. I mean, shot at people and literally made it the other person's fault. Like, I'm sorry, y'all paying attention. Even what he going through now, this is a slap on the wrist. And there's somebody out there in this podcast world that's gonna come and tell y'all that I am right. If they wanted that footage, that 50 Cent obtained, not to get out there, it would not have got the fuck out here. I don't want to hear about no rights. I paid for it, paperwork. No, 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 no. Get somebody real in here to tell you. If them people did not want that information out here, it wouldn't have got out here. I'm just gonna tell you like that. That's why a lot of things don't happen. That's the reason why these semi-famous motherfuckers get in trouble and kind of get swept under the rug. That's their punishment. They're gonna get you out of trouble to show you they got control, but don't fuck up again. As far as with him, like I said, he tried to get bigger than the machine, and they had to punish him. If he would have never tried to get bigger than the machine, I promise that nigga Diddy would have been operating how he was operating for another 20, 30 years to come till they put him in the fucking ground. And we would have never heard it till he was already dead and gone. I'm telling you, man, you can't go against the machine. I ain't gonna throw no more names out there, but there's a lot of cats that's in this industry that went against the machine and they paid the price. Tory Lanez, don't play with the machine, bro. Tory Lanez, you ain't see what happened to Sean, baby. Don't play with the machine, youngin. That machine strong and that bitch powerful. And as you see, that same machine still steamrolling over everybody. I tell people, man, this is the reason why I'm comfortable where I'm at with my 700 views or my 1,500, because like I say, once you enter that machine, mm-mm, It's all about how that machine reacts to you, and then it's all about how you carry too when you inside of it. If you ain't playing, doing the right step in the right step, then nah, you gotta be reprimanded. But fast forward on, I mean, like I said, that shine shit got to me. And like I said, last but not least, I mean, it's an unfortunate situation. Um, Diddy wasn't a man out here fathering children left and right, leaving them. He was a pretty good father. I mean, it looks to me like his kids love him to death. Ride for him, die for him, you know, aid in the bed, do whatever they gotta do. Like, that's love. It ain't about no money because they got money. It's around. So something he did do right. So a little bit of me is still get that nigga a handshake, even though I know he gonna sanitize his hands afterwards. But that's the only thing that would ever give me a oh shit, what's going on, dude? Because at the end of the day, the father's role is the most important one. It's kind of fucked up with you having little girls of your own and the shit that was going on. So, you know, that's a little unsettling, but it is what it is. I mean, do I really feel comfortable thinking that this shit? Yeah, I really think all this shit should have came to light because for me myself, like the kind of YouTuber that I appear to be, my mind think like Mr. Beast. I'm gonna keep 100 with y'all. I would be like the best famous person. If I was wealthy, y'all would love me to death. Cause no homo, I would try to touch everybody. Like my money, I would try to make sure I can help everyone. That's the type of person I am. So to hear him what he did, I mean, the funny stories I've been heard about the him coming in the studio. Oh shit, that John, that song hot. They punched me in. Yo, that's 25,000. Nigga, I ain't asked you to get, man, you don't get the fuck out of here. I heard the stories, man. So some of this shit, I mean, what can I say, man? But also too, y'all signed the contracts. Babs is the realest motherfucker that ever seen Bad Boy Records. Like Babs said, my lawyer told me, it's fame, it ain't fortune, and she made that choice. So I mean, everybody wasn't just clueless, or everybody didn't have the opportunity. They just rolled with the situation that they had. But we not gonna sit here and then a part where they tried to make 50 you a clown for that too, trying to make the locks look like little bitches, like, oh, the locks was trying to get away, Diddy had too much drama. Nigga, Sheik in the studio putting on motherfucking Mossbergs. What the fuck is you talking about? These niggas, nigga Diddy trying to get them niggas away from him. Them niggas, the lock, nigga, fucking Styles P, hawking niggas, diving in the crowd, rubbing niggas at concerts, just catching pistol charges. But damn, Diddy did. They was that afraid they had to get away from Diddy. Yo, y'all was making this pussy such a monster, bro. And this how we gonna end this one, man. Sorry, cuz your kids get mad at me and not old kid. Who is a fucking bitch, bro? Like y'all people sit here and let these documentaries depict these bitch ass niggas as being some type of mod. This nigga ain't maniacal for shit. Nigga, you gotta drug motherfuckers to be tough. Nigga, you gotta drug motherfuckers. You ain't just running up, man. Come on, bro. Like, how can y'all consider somebody a tyrant when they got a gang, bro? Security, all that goofy shit. Stop that shit, man. And then for y'all niggas that's in jail, hovering around that nigga sucking his dick, y'all pathetic too. Cause I have them niggas got sisters, mothers, and children. But he paying money, so niggas gonna do what they do. And this is where I tell you, man, y'all niggas is just as bad as Lil Rod and the rest of the niggas that accepted the plunger until something that it didn't work out. And last but not least, that's the one I'm gonna talk about. Last Lil Rod, you kind of disturb me, bro. I mean, I commend you. Most victims, definitely male victims, will never come out and share their traumas, and you was actually one of them that did. But you created a storyline of enjoyment, and that's just, I know I ain't the only one that's saying you presented a storyline of enjoyment. If I was in that position, Paul, and oh God, it's hard to do it, but something like that happened to me, it's only gonna go two ways. If I wake up and something saw on me and this nigga in my room, nigga, I'm either going out in the hallway to find a closest security guard to get his firearm to remove his taco. If not, I'm going to the kitchen to get me a hawk to remove his taco, nigga. I'm cutting his head the fuck off. Either way you look at it, I'm going to jail. I'm a man, bro. I'm going to jail, nigga. You let that man change you, bro. You was grown. You had kids and everything. Yeah, the nigga violated you. I do understand. I feel bad for you, brother. But come on, man. Why y'all keep making this boy this monster, bro? I'm sorry, bro. He did probably have you on GHB and all that date rape shit. So I don't know about you beating him up or none of that. And see, that's the crazy part, man. Why I be telling niggas yo, man, like how I know he was getting niggas. Cause every time you see him, he always oiled up and glossy, looking like he got man. That nigga probably had this shit on his head. So you catch him at a party, nigga, he shaking your hand, nigga, he grab you on the back, even something, yeah, nigga, he just put it all in his sister. I'm gonna get you later. As soon as I see him dipping, I'm gonna get you later. Like, I'm sorry, little Ron, if I'm bringing up flashbacks, but I'm just over here thinking what this nigga was in here doing, bro. And like knowing all the people that party with this nigga, the ones that saying that they ain't never seen none of this. Like even like and the crazy part about it, cause we gonna definitely make sure we tap on this. Like Marlon Wayne's, I already know what type time he on. That's the difference with certain people. Marlon working right now. He got some projects coming out. He working right now. We ain't worried about all that. But there is a but. Marlon Wayne says, "Oh, Diddy, this, and that, this, and that." Jamie Foxx said 10 p.m. Denzel Washington said 10 p.m. Along the other A-list stars said, "Oh, I ain't never stayed past 10 p.m. They kept it 100." Just saying, Marlon must have stayed at the 10 p.m. if he can vouch to say that he never seen nothing like that. But Marlon, just please, man, tell this nigga 50 that you left at 10 p.m., bro. And the parties that you referring to is all the ones where you left out with Jamie Foxx and them at the same time. And you ain't never seen none of this because a lot of stars said they've been to his parties because they've been photoed there. They had to say they did. Tons of them. But they all say, oh, I left around 10. I guess that's the golden hour over that joint after 10 and get crazy. And I mean, we have heard this many a time. You can go check it. Um, Lil Ron was living there though. So damn, Lil Ron. And then, man, that's kind of crazy, Lil Ron, because that nigga kids was in the crib. So his sons was just, though his dad being there, just gonna be on some bisexual shit, and they was cool. Yeah, that's a crazy family, man. I hope that ain't true, man. I hope that ain't true. I don't know, Lil Ron, man. I don't think no man gonna lie about getting violated. I really don't. That's why I believe him, man. Like that's a hard step as a man. Like I said, I ain't never been violated, but it's just I can imagine how to come out. And then you got a girl and kids, and you got to come out and tell the world in court that this nigga, oh, I woke up and I was sore. I'm like, first thing I said when I seen the document, I said, oh, that nigga had a crook in his neck. Then he like, no, nah, it was sores. I'm like, whoa, he talking about the other kind of sore. Oh, yeah. Diddy cola guarded him or something. I'm like, whoa. Okay, let me process this. Oh yeah, this nigga crazy. Because you notice how before whoever did it, they pieced it together for him to let us know that he was around him for a long period of time, lived with him for 2 years, all this other shit, before they let him come out and say about some nights I wake up in the morning, there's women in the bed. Some nights is him. Nights. Go listen to him. He ain't say that night. Peep game, y'all gotta listen to what people say. That boy ain't say that night. He said nights in plural. So was you saw the first night or the fifth night? You stayed with him 2 years. Was you saw the first night or was you saw the 700th night? I'm just saying, bro. Make it make sense, bro. But the damage is done. His credibility is shot. His likability is shot. Nobody's probably going to even want to stand next to him outside his family. Hopefully he'll go live in one of them villas that he owns and just dwell out and just enjoy his money and just die Sean Combs. And that's the best of way advice I can get at man. Just come home, bro, and be Sean Combs. Get rid of all the shit, bro. The Diddy, the love, the peace, the brother, man. Nah, throw all that shit away, bro. Just come home and be Sean Combs. Don't worry about none of us out here. We ain't fucking with you no more. You ain't got to worry about doing nothing for us, my nigga. We don't want no Ciroc. We don't want none of that shit. Well, they only own that shit no more. We don't want nothing you got, bro. So to keep it 100, just go ahead and just pay attention on your family. Like, focus on your family. And just be Sean Combs. We don't need to know that nigga like that. That's the good thing. Just focus on being him. And maybe a little bit down the line, people will give you a little shout out and bring you back out. You shouldn't already got your lifetime achievement awards, all that little fly shit. You good to go, bro. Just go ahead, man. These shit alone. Plus, you got 1.5 thousand civil suits to rumble and possibly pay out. Yeah, just chill, man. 50 did put the nail in the coffin, but the crazy part about it, them civil suits would have buried him anyway because niggas must not have been looking at what some of these people was making accusations. That shit was worse than what he did to Cassie in the document. See what I'm saying? Then we ain't gonna say and act like the prostitute boy ain't say he used to keep him hostage 2, 3 days at a time, drugging him and shit. Like what the fuck, y'all nigga? This nigga was troubling. I mean, but he's been tried, he's been convicted, he's been sentenced. Judgment ain't coming from us. It don't matter. We just talk. So he got the slap on the wrist to me. And look at that nigga high from the '70s show. He gonna spend the rest of his life in jail. Young boy from fucking Superfly, rest of his life in jail, fucking with these cool, goofy shit. That nigga he'll probably serve 2 years. They'll probably give him time served while he was incarcerated through the trial. So Diddy probably be out 2 years. That ain't shit, man. All the pain, that's crazy. Cause like I tell people, the part where I just say leave it alone and just come out and be shown, because there's way more people than we know. We don't read. We ain't go through them civil suits to see them names. We just going through whatever 50 Cent or somebody else bring right in front of us. But he did do a lot of damage, a lot of damage. So, y'all should more look into bringing those people to light so that they can get paid, the ones that actually was done wrong by them and not the ones that's just came in contact with him and called Tony Bugsby and said, let's get some money. Because it's probably a fuck ton of them. That's why I said a lot of them souls is probably going to die. But then he got enough money to keep him tied up in litigation so long they might not get it for. He got a long time. People die, get sick, shit like that. Not saying I want it to happen, but he got enough money to keep it tied up. And then the entity that owns, P. Diddy is still It's really at the end of the day, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. It's what that board want to do with him. We gonna leave off on that one because a lot of people don't understand that man birth certificate says Sean Combs. Sean Combs, that's his mother's son. That's a person. P. Diddy, Diddy, Brother Love, Love One, all them people was owned by a table full of faces. So if the table full of faces say, okay, well, the money ain't great with you being a face no more, they'll continue to move pieces that he created and all that shit, just won't let his face be part of anything. Like Revolt, Ciroc, if Sean John was still around or anything he had tied to this makes money on the show, they would just disassociate. They would make him step down or possibly remove him and then just put somebody new in play to keep the bag rolling. Does he still get residuals? I don't know how that goes. I don't know. I don't know if he loses access. I don't know. I don't know how that goes. I would think they would just remove him for the face purpose because he is the brand regardless. So I don't think they would remove him from making money rights. Now, as far as the product taking a hit in sales, then that's different. But if anybody did their homework, the Ciroc sales went up. When Diddy got in trouble, they didn't go down. They stayed regular and then they went up. So it's a lot of things. Same thing with Revolt. Revolt is still thriving, still around. I don't know. A lot of things he had his imprint in is still around, still rolling. So we'll see what happened. And, some people might feel they got a way that they can spin a narrative and clean his image, or they might want to invest the hundreds of millions of dollars to try to do it, but I don't really think it's gonna work. So for me myself, I'm gonna tell y'all table for people, just tell that man go live his life. Like I don't think it's a way to reinvent him. If you really think that the public is that fucking stupid and naive, try it. But I don't think it works right now. Is a day where people are standing up for themselves and not taking shit. And this is not exactly part of it. Just because he's famous and he made music, he's allowed to look at us like pieces of shit. And then it was kind of crazy how they made sure he was in his own neighborhood when he did that. Them your people. Straight up. That's your neighborhood, man. They did that on purpose. I really feel that part made it because they ain't go to nowhere else. They made sure that Harlem scene made it there. I'm doing it. Bro, it's about respect, man. Like I used to always tell, like I was a kid. I used to argue with the Chinese people and tell them motherfuckers, like, yo, man, like they used to get smart with us and throwing our change and all that shit. I used to tell them, listen, bro, and it's the same thing that Diddy got to always shit kept in mind. Pussy, we feed y'all families, nigga. We pay y'all bills. We help y'all kids go to these nice schools. With the money of the shit that we buy out y'all store all fucking day, 7 days a week. So yeah, we deserve some type of respect. Yeah, that's the part where he lost me at. Nigga, we bought them records, pussy. We bought them nut ass clothes. We bought them liquor. Nigga, you talking about ill, we disgusting? Yeah, get your faggot ass out of me, nigga. You disgusting. Freak ass, nigga. But as always, guys, thanks for letting me borrow y'all time, man. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. As always, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do. Please smash that like button, also hit that notification bell. And as always, I'll see y'all next time.